In this lecture, you will learn how easy it is to process collection data using streams. Create a new class. Call it filter even numbers. Given numbers 0 to 10, you are going to filter out all the even numbers. Select the main method, put it in a package com bharat java8 dot streams. Filter even numbers. Finish. First we will do it the normal way, how we do it without the streams. First create a list of integers. Call it L1 is equal to new array list. Import the list as well by hitting Ctrl+1. Import java.util.list. Fill this list with numbers for int I is equal to 0, I is less than or equal to 10, I++, L1 dot add I. Once we have the list, display it sysout L1 to find out or filter out the even numbers for integer I colon L1. We are doing a check inside it. If I %2 double equals 0, then that means it's a even number. We'll have to add it to a new list. So create a new list of integer L2 is equal to new array list. And within the if, we are going to add all those even numbers to this list I. Only if the modulus operator returns a 0. Do a sysout display L2, which should have only the even numbers. Right click, run this program as Java application, and we see that the second list only has the even numbers from 0 to 10. But we had to write so much of code. Now let's do it using, comment this part out wherever you are creating the second list all the way to the end. Let's use streams. To use streams, L1 dot stream, that's the method that returns a stream on that collection, dot use the filter method. This is the very first step of configuring. You can either use a filter or a map and pass in a predicate. In our case, the predicate is I arrow mark. Use the I arrow mark I %2 double equals 0. That's the predicate dot collect. Collect is the method which will process the data. Once the filtering app happens, we want to collect into a new collection, and that collection we can get it using the collectors class, collectors dot to list. I'm going to explain everything in a second. Assign this statement by hitting Ctrl+1, assign statement to a new local variable, and we get a new list of integers as the output. Name it L2. And we are all set. So in one single line, we have done all this which we have commented out. We got the stream on the collection, and the first step is to configure a filter on it, and we have passed the lambda expression for filtering out only the even numbers from the list. Dot collect is the processing step. So we have two steps, configuring and then processing. In processing, we are collecting all the output from the filter into a list. This collectors is a utility class. It returns a collector. There are several types of collectors. If you see to list, to map, to concurrent map, to set, etc. In this case, we need a list back. Run this program. Run as Java application, and the output is very similar or the same output which we have seen earlier. It filters out all the even numbers and it returns as the list which we are displaying.